right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and our good friend Sean was in from Palmaz Vineyards. This is a winery we know very well. We've had almost every single vintage of this wine, and Dr. Palmaz invented the stint, and his family was rather wealthy before that, from Buenos Aires, and this is a device that has saved many people's life, including the good doctor's own life, and also made him millions of dollars. And what does it take to make a great wine? A lot of money, and they built this winery, 22 stories. Everything's gravity flow. It looks like a spaceship, the technology they have there. They have the ability to look at every single fermentation tank, and they projected the heat for all of these tanks from the different levels, so they know right when to do punch downs on the winery walls. It looks like the Starship Enterprise, man. When this winery is bubbling away, the fermentation tanks are full, and his son did that, very into technology. I think he's a programmer for Apple or someone like that. And this is a lot of work for a winery that produces 3,000, 4,000 cases. Well, they do have the ability to make more. They are going to up the production. Unfortunately, they lowered the production of the Cedar Knoll. They only produce 800 cases of this wine. Now, this is one of the greatest values in Napa. We used to sell this wine for $42. The price has gone up a little bit, $56, $25. But like I said, this is all the stuff that doesn't make it into the Palmaz. Doesn't have Ed Palmaz anywhere on the label. It's named after the original winery. And this is an incredible little value here. Like I said, dark currant, cassis berry fruit, sweet tobacco spice, dark cocoa, some earthy notes. This wine showing that precociousness of the 2012 vintage. The winery is located it's all mountain fruit, but it's in Coombsville. It's the only winery that has vineyards in Coombsville that are up in the mountains, and you get that really earthy quality, some cocoa, some pepper spice, really complex earthy nuances from the mountain fruit, but still this wine has got silky tan. It's very smooth. That's a character of 2012. And even though this wine's young and very seductive, I think you could keep it for a decade or more in your cellar. Excellent juice. And the 2012 Palmaz, wow. I mean, this wine's definitely a step up, mostly Cabernet with a little Petit Verdot and 1% Cabernet Franc. It's 2,800 cases almost produced of this, so quite a bit. It's made by the great Mia Klein, one of the associates of Tony Soter, one of our favorite winemakers of all time, when he was a big-time consultant. Now she's got, all these gigs she does in Napa on her own. Definitely shown herself as one of the top consultants. Very complex bouquet here. Dark spices, fresh earth, that dark berry fruit. Lots of currant, cassis, dark cocoa, very complex. Even better on the second day. This wine's got lovely concentration and richness on the tongue, but even though it's very approachable, this wine needs a little bit of time. That earthy character, the dark cocoa, very complex, long layered finish, most excellent juice. I liked it just slightly better than the 2010, which the 2010 vintage, a cooler vintage, not aged quite as long in oak, got a little bit more acidity to it, so this is a wine that definitely needs a little more time, much better on the second day. If you got 2010s you want to open them up the day before you're going to drink them. You will thank me, trust me. A little bit more red currant fruit here, black cherry, coffee, fresh earth, really well-built wine on the tongue. This wine's got a firm hand of tannin still, but layers of that dark berry and currant fruit, firm hand of acidity holding everything together. This wine needs some time, but it's long and layered. Like I said, even better on the second day. Most excellent juice as well. At $125, well, it's $200 on the winery's mailing list once the wine goes out of production, or out of release, rather. They're just about to release 2012. We have a great price on these wines for a limited time only. Check it out. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.